Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Adam Vix, or Vinny here, and today I'm bringing you guys another life story. And today's life story is about fighting with weapons in school. Now, I don't recommend it. Of course, don't listen to any of my stories and actually go and try to repeat them. But anyways, let's get right into the story. Sorry I'm sucking, I had to set at an angle so you guys can hear me. But yeah, that's enough jibber jabber for now. Let's get right into the life story. So, around 8th grade, I used to know this kid named Jack. Okay? Now, Jack was always pretty socially awkward and had a very small group of friends. Okay? Now, Jack used to get into a lot of like little petty arguments in his small group of friends, of course, maybe because like there's so little people, like the tension, I don't know. He always used to get in fights, okay, and it was over like the dumbest things. Okay, but anyway, this time Jack got into a little too heated of an argument, and with this kid. I don't really want to say the kid's name in case he is watching, because I still know the kid to this day. But let's just say his name is Matthew. And after their little heated argument debate, they decided to argue about it in the middle of school. Like, right? Like, out in the middle of class, just like, hey dude, I hate you, bro, cursing at each other, whatever, whatever. And then Jack always used to say, hey bro, do you want to fight about it? Now, I know I do sometimes, but of course, I do it as a joke. And Jack used to do it as a joke, or maybe he still does, I don't know. I don't talk to that kid anymore. But, this time, it's a joke. And nobody could really tell that until around 2 weeks later. Jack, yeah, okay. If you guys just completely missed that, because I kind of brain farted, we're skipping ahead 2 weeks now. So Jack, 2 weeks ahead, came up to Matthew. I think it was on a Wednesday, and I remember this so vividly. Jack said, "Hey, bro, I about the do you want to fight thing. Let's fight tomorrow." Now, in everybody's head, everybody was like, should we take this kid serious or not? Because this kid was never really that serious, And so everybody kind of took it seriously, even though we shouldn't. Well, we shouldn't have, because we didn't know what was going to happen. But, yeah. So after, that school day's over, all the drama was over. Everybody went home. Everybody's just chilling. And Jack started texting, like me and 2 or 3 other people. He put us all in a group chat. And Jack was just like spamming these pictures of these brass knuckles that he got in the group chat. Now they weren't just like your regular like plastic or maybe like tiny little like aluminum brass knuckles. No, these were nice gold brass knuckles with stainless steel like pointy spikes on each of the 4 knuckles. And he was like, "Dude, I'm gonna bring these to the fight tomorrow. And everybody was like, "Oh no." No, he's not, because that you can be charged with attempted murder, all this other stuff, with the police, and he can even get thrown in prison, get charged as an adult, whatever. And so, let's fast forward today. The fight rolls around. I don't know how it is at your guys' school or how it was at your guys' school. Now, this was a long time ago for me, but in my old school, during lunch, you had 30 to 45 minutes, depending on what class you were in, what teacher you had, but usually it depended on what class you were in, either an elective or a common core class. And so you could either choose to eat lunch or walk around campus. So of course, everybody knew about the fight. Nobody really wanted to eat lunch. So, it started out as your average, fight. Everybody huddle around the fight, Everybody, let's go watch. And you could see like the huge crowd of people. Well, after about like 5 minutes of me being there, Jack saw me and said, "Hey bro, remember what I said?" And I just looked. I was like, no way. Like, this kid is not that insane. Well, Jack took off his backpack, straight off his back, threw it on the ground, and very sneakily took the brass knuckles out. And nobody else knew besides me, because out of the group chat, I was the only one who showed to watch the fight. And so everybody thought, maybe he would have pulled out a phone to have another person record it. Nuh-uh. Very sneakily pulled out the brass knuckles and, like, had his right hand in his back pocket. after about, another like freaking 10 minutes of trash talking in the little circle of your average fight, Matthew takes the first swing. Okay? And with Matthew taking the first swing, Jack just completely, like, telepathically knew that he was gonna swing, just like ducked it, like just straight up dodged it. And then Jack came right back into the side of Matthew's head with those brass knuckles, and literally all you saw right when that contact happened was Matthew's blood just splattering everywhere, and you could see the 4 indents in the right side of his head from like the spiky points on the brass knuckles. And I remember at that time, everybody ran to the principal. Like, literally everybody was like, oh my god, this kid could be dead. So the principal ran out there with all the staff members, of course, and I had to sit in the office because I was technically a quote-unquote witness. And, so yeah, like an hour rolls by, they file a police report about it. He has to be taken away in an ambulance, and Jack got taken away in handcuffs, right? So I remember about a week from was able to return to school, and he had like 2 days of in-school suspension because even though he was the one that got battered, he still had to face some punishment because he did take part in the fight. But I remember that Jack's family had to pay like $7,500 in hospital bills because he had to get like 4 sets of stitches, like 10 stitches each in the side of his head. And I remember him telling me that he had to go to court against Jack and his family, and Jack got probation for like a whole year because not only he just get arrested pretty much, and I don't know what he got charged as because I didn't really want to be like nosy, but when they raided his house they found like all sorts of like different weapons, and like had like a whole bunch of pills and all this other stuff. And I remember like a year from then I got the text from the same phone number that Jack used to have and said, "Hey bro, this is me, Jack. I don't know if you remember me, Vinny, because I'm Vinny." And he said, "Bro, I was wondering, do you know, like, where everybody is?" He was like, "I want to really apologize to Matthew for what happened for that long ago." And I was like, "Why didn't you do it sooner?" He was like, "My parents grounded me until I'm like 18. Now keep in mind, we were all in 8th grade, so he was I think he was like 13 or 14, because I was 13 in 8th grade. So yeah, I think it was like 15 at the most. And I remember him telling me, I was like, "So if you're still technically grounded, because we were only in like the 9th grade, like halfway through the year," I was like, "You're only like 16, you know?" He was like, "I know, but I got put into a foster home because his parents had gotten arrested for, I think he said, drug charges." And just like at that point, I just like, dude, I was like, "I'm sorry, I don't really want to get involved now in all your problems. Like, I'd rather stay out of all the drama." And that was pretty much it to the life story, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. I have a lot crazier ones, and I can tell them a lot better. But my Elgato, like the software on my laptop, because I don't have my PC right now, is like, just keeps crashing. Like, every time I try to record, and like, just the game and the audio don't sync, and the game is really choppy and laggy. So, I just had to do this. I'm sorry if it's not the best quality. The angle that I'm sitting at, I'm freaking doing terrible right now because the angle that I'm sitting at. But all that aside, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, a lot more to come. If you want to see more, comment whatever you want to see down in the comment section. I do check my comments. And yeah guys, it's been your boy Vinny, and signing out, and I'll see you guys later.